Living with a Maine Coon cat isn't always a walk in the park. They are unique cats with unique personalities that other cats don't have. They're loving and fun, affectionate and large, but sometimes they can be a handful too. Caring for one will involve a lot, and sometimes, you might do something wrong without having any idea what it is, or without having a clue it is causing issues for your Maine Coon. In this video, we will talk about 5 mistakes Maine Coon cat owners make. As a Maine Coon owner, this video will help you improve the way you care for your cat, and help you have a better relationship with them. But first, if you would like to keep getting useful tips and guides about your dogs or cats, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we constantly bring you useful info that will help you be a better pet owner. Let's get started. 1. Leaving your Maine Coons alone for too long. Although Maine Coons don't like being left alone, they can bear with it for some time. You'll only have an issue if you leave them alone for too long. These cats have a lot in common with dogs and basically despise staying all alone. They might do better with people who are at home for most of the day, or else they can become lonely. If you spend a lot of time outside of the home as a Maine Coon owner, you are asking for trouble, as they might develop behavioral issues or even become aggressive. 2. Not doing regular cat health checks. It is crucial that you do regular health checks on your cat. Maine Coon cats are generally healthy, but they have diseases specific to the breed. Going for health checkups regularly will help you notice immediately when something is wrong with your Maine Coon, so proper measures can be taken before it gets worse. Most Maine Coon owners neglect to do this, believing that their Maine Coon will remain healthy for a long time. The more time passes between visits to the vet, the more likely your Maine Coon can get sick or develop an illness. If you don't want to miss any red flags in your cat's health, you should make sure that they are getting regular vet care. On average, cats need to see the vet every 6 months for a general wellness exam. 3. Letting them outside frequently. Maine Coon are known for being very curious and can't resist anything that awakens their curiosity. Letting them outside frequently can eventually cause them harm in the long run. Owners who let their Maine Coons outside may have found these cats don't always come back when they're expected to. While outside, they can be victim to theft or even abuse. Owners of large pets like the Maine Coon often face the stigma of people who are distrusting or afraid of them. It's because most people don't associate house cats with being as large as the Maine Coon, which sometimes looks like an animal you might find in the wild. Seeing this cat roaming freely outside might make them panic and cause harm to your Maine Coon. It's better to supervise your Maine Coon when outside, and you can even try using a leash, as most Maine Coons don't mind walking with a leash on. This doesn't mean you should stop them from going out completely, but rather to reduce the frequency or supervise them. 4. Not providing enough space. Most owners forget that Maine Coons are large cats with need for extra space. It may be challenging for a large cat to stay in a small space. If you live in a small space like a studio apartment, you should try to make sure you provide enough space for your Maine Coon if you want your cat to be happy and healthy. Maine Coons can be perfectly happy living in small apartments, as long as they're given some space to themselves. 5. Not grooming frequently. If you have seen a Maine Coon cat before, you know that their coat is admired by most people. This also means they need more attention when it comes to grooming. Most owners neglect grooming their Maine Coon regularly, allowing knots to form on their fur, causing pain to them. It's wise to start grooming your Maine Coon kitten from a very early age. This will make it easier for you to groom it in the future and keep their fur nice and clean. Be wary of letting their fur knot, as they can't be resolved easily and may grow back quickly. Don't shave their fur completely. There's a mixed opinion on shaving long-haired cats. Some people think it's kind to their pet during the hot weather, while others argue that this would remove the cat's natural protection from the hot sun. It is sometimes necessary to clip painful mats out, but you should only remove matted areas and not give an all-over shave. The bottom line is, living with a Maine Coon can be stressful sometimes, but it's also an amazing experience. You should know that even experienced Maine Coon cat owners end up making some of these mistakes without realizing it. We are all striving to give our feline friend the best, and to do that, you need to keep learning every day. So, which mistake in this list have you made? Or what mistake have you been making and just recently realized it? Please leave a comment below.